Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled just short of the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first swing today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the runner takes off to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? And bulldozing his way through. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts their ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. NC State comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set to some of the...
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out. Anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Back-to-back sacks, and this home crowd is going berserk for this third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. And the protection breaks down yet again another sack.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Finding space at the 20. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score. Ohio State 14, NC State 0.
Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. NC State comes to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you got to try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No chance to catch him. They add the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Timeout call by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Not much on that play, brought down short. NC State comes to the line quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Running it back, it's Hoffman. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But at linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
And he's got it. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. Buckeyes pick up enough to get a first down there. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. But when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Are coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th if they can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Bringing it back, it's Huffman. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense is coming after him. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Offense.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Pass complete, it's second down now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts it in great scoring position.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here's the handoff, 1 first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's now third and goal.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run.
3:25.
Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal, all the way to third and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
And it's good, right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with, the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability.
Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Quarterback still with the football.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line, and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that previous play. BB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're trying to run it with the option. Pitch to the back.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense really clicking.
we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pass rush closing in. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lee. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff in a single back formation. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And the same runner's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Hit as he released it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Here we go on fourth down. What a move, breaking ankles and still going.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
The sure hands. It's Lee. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense tops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw again. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. NC State comes to the line quickly.
On the play. Third down coming up.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And looking to throw now on first down. And here comes a deep shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Running with purpose. Cannot escape, and down he goes. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the option play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. We'll give it to the running back. He's swarmed by the defense. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Third down, out of the shotgun. And now another deep ball here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. On the return, it's Banks. Finally forced out of bounds with this. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
He's tackled at the 41. And that's the first down.
New center down to the offense, 1st and 10. The back's got it. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The Buckeyes are on the move here.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a good throw.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hurtado. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A handoff to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Finding space at the 20. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd goal, and now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff running right. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And now the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Here's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a long drive, it's a 3rd down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Caught in the backfield. It's Hoffman. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's into the end zone. But hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff as he try to work the clock here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hoffman. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll toss it to the back. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Pitches to the back. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today. Showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advanced.